Alright, so here we go. Another match. This one was against Garnet, and this was another loss. Like I said, I had quite a bit of losses this week. So this one, all the defenses that I played were actually pretty decent in terms of just the setup and the layout, unit selection. They're all good defenses, so it's understandable some of the losses in terms of effort was needed to clear the maps, and you needed to, like I said, think about what actions needed to be taken to be able to win those win against those defenses without making a ton of errors. So you needed to definitely think these through, and this was another such defense that thought needed to be put into. This one, you could not, or there just wasn't an opportunity to really wait for this one, because of Mythic Lyn being on the defense and what's her face, Valley. I think she had Silica Ring, if I'm not mistaken, and then Ryoma with his coverage, and then also Tina in the back, who would have given everyone +1 movements, which really that wouldn't have been great for me. That would not have been a good situation. So yeah, I didn't want them to steal the bonuses. Having the bonuses stolen would have made it impossible to clear this. I think it would have been really, really difficult, because I have like Hexblade, 2 style. It just would have been too much of a challenge, I think, to try to overcome everything that would have been given out because of Tina. So definitely wanted to go on turn 1 for this one. Tina is actually still, in terms of value, I think really high up there. This build with the Wings of Mercy 4 allows her to have at least some mobility, move around the map, potentially snipe something, which she is capable of doing with how strong bonuses currently are. And if you stack them together, you're just going to be a powerful unit. So definitely a threat, definitely not to be underestimated. Tina, she's really good, I think. Just maybe some better healer skills to help her out a bit in terms of damage output. I think that's probably the only thing, but you probably don't want her to be the main, and she's probably not going to be the main initiator, and you're just looking for her there to give out the bonuses and stuff. So yeah, that's really what you're looking to expect from Tina. And like I said, had to get going on turn 1 here because of Tina, and just the threat range that this team covers. Also, this was annoying. I played this one really bad, and I was annoyed with myself because at some point in the middle of the match, I ended up creating a choke point, and my team could not get up. I couldn't move my units. I was in bad positions because there's a spot there that I wanted to attack from, but the unit was there. I couldn't move the unit. Again, this was another instance of me playing the game badly. Don't be like me. Think out your actions before you do them. Think about where you're going to place your units to avoid situations like this, because it was ultimately a throw, and there was just, even with all the action economy, there was just no coming back, and I kind of just had to surrender. Also, there was a key moment, which kind of I didn't expect, which you'll see closer to the end. And also here, I kind of thought Tina would have been the magic save. I didn't realize that it was Boulder, which either case is fine because I was able to take out both of them. So that was okay. And also, positionally, I'm having a lot of trouble with this. Not positionally. New Year's Boulder seems to be having trouble taking out Jimbro, which is something that I didn't expect. I guess you need to give her more stuff for her to be able to do it, but she, maybe reflexes, reflex is the answer to everything, pretty much. Probably if you pair her with the new Mia, then, that should probably eliminate all of your concerns as, when it comes to damage output. What are they going to do? I think the new Mia is probably best placed on offense because that's mobility plus reflex. Same with the Ingrid. I was always surprised that Ingrid wasn't more
divine justice.
meta. You know, there was a period where she was just everywhere, and then she kind of faded away. I don't know why she faded away, because she's like mid-turn reflex is really, really good. And it should help you clear a ton of maps. Granted, Ingrid herself might not be the most capable unit when it comes to being able to tank a hit, but you probably don't want to use her for that purpose. Just have her be able to kill something is fine enough. But mid-turn reflex is really good. It's just about who you partner her with.
Follow my example.
You know, that could potentially be the main issue, but she kind of just disappeared from the meta, which is not something I would have expected from her as a support unit. But I don't think this Mia will just disappear as gracefully, aside from the fact that her fodder is fantastic, and you know, most people pulling for her will probably end up foddering her. But the reflex support, I think, is really fantastic, and if you have them, have her plus the Balder on offense, I think you'll be able to clear Nira's Balder plus Mia. You'll be able to clear most teams or most things with relative ease. So that's a really strong combination. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Granted, I don't really think you can do anything about it if you were to, you know, come across it, or if, you know, someone were to use it against your defense on offense. This automatic GG. But here you go. You're kind of seeing the early stages of the roadblock that I was mentioning. The terrain kind of complicated things. You know, Deadly Miasma again is fantastic. It's just that Boulder was not getting the KO against Jimbro, so I didn't want to waste that initiation. Probably should have just done it just to get rid of some of the terrain, but man, I don't know. Hindsight again, 50-50. Yeah, that's definitely the same. But yeah, it's just mistake after mistake, wasted action here, trying to get Fur into place, which should have already been in a position to be able to get up there. I was really banking on Fur being able to take out Marth, but you'll find out that she just wasn't able to do that. I found out that the hard way. But overall, I really should have put her in a position where she would have attacked someone else at least a bit earlier in the match. And again, that was my fault. I really messed up when it came to positioning here.
I won't lose. Well...
But yeah, it's going to be like this for a couple of minutes. You're going to see me try to figure out who to attack and where to attack from, what to break. And I just end up making bad decision after bad decision, and it just ends up in me losing the match. So yeah, I'll just let that play out. Nothing really more to really talk about in regards to that, aside from the Marth matchup with Fur lost that in that interaction, which was a big surprise to me, because I thought she would have been able to withstand the vantage hit from Marth, but she got blown up with the hit. So yeah, that was something interesting to behold. So I'll keep that in mind for future reference, because I was really kind of banking on that as well, to be a turn off, a pop off point where, you know, from there Fur would have been able to help me clear the rest of the map, but it, like I said, that did not happen. But yeah, what else is going on? I still haven't tackled the, I got it, man. There's a couple of things that I need to do. There's some limited hero battles that I need to clear that I haven't begun yet. So that's, I gotta figure out, and I still haven't cleared Seer Sneer. I gotta rebuild the team and then, you know, get going on that. And there's a couple of things in the game that are just kind of backing up on me. I'm kind of, you know, waiting to get things done. Some of them are actually on the last day, so I need to get the limited heroes battle. I need to get that done today. And then from I feel like I'm playing a lot of games, but then at the same time, it's just like 3. And there's kind of nothing going on in one of them, and then the other one I don't really play that much. It's just like 15 minutes. So I don't know where my time is going. I think I'm trying to spend more time sleeping, because there's nothing to really watch. Like, I'm trying to find old animes to watch now. I just finished Ring King, Tales of the Ring King or something, Ring King, something like that, where it's just this guy is a harem thing. This guy and like 5 girls or 4 girls, and he got these rings, and he's, you know, using the ring. The ring has one ring to rule them all type of thing. But you know, it's haram, definitely haram, and it was okay. I like the second season more than the first. The second season really developed more into the relationship with, you know, him and each of the girls, and it kind of made a lot more sense in the first season. But it wasn't anything, you know, like if I had something better to watch, I would have watched it. I'm really, really close to just going back to Netflix. I have one last thing that I'm preparing to watch, which I think is 86 or 88. I forget the number, but it's old and it's supposed to be good. So I'm going to check that out. And then after that, I think I'll watch something on Netflix. I don't know, maybe The Last of Us, because, you know, I know that is good, but I haven't really, you know, given that a shot yet. So I don't know. I'm kind of pulling at straws here. Anime has been not great lately. In terms of finished, there's some good new ones that are currently ongoing, but I don't want to pick them up until the season's close to the end or already finished. Yeah, I really hate the suspense. I really hate the wait until the next week thing. It really annoys me. So probably gonna go to Netflix, see what's going on there.
I won't lose.
And take it from there. Yeah, as you would have seen there, for the unable to take out Marth, I tried to sneak around the back. Golvig was finally able to take out Marth. She was able to live the hit finally because he had less support. But we're in a peculiar situation here because you're left with Valley and Ryoma, and you really don't want to, you can't really tank either of those two units. And I think this Valley has pass. Yeah, pass Silica Ring. It's already a GG's because she's going to be able to snipe someone even if I try to pin her. She has the ability to move to a bunch of spaces that I just can't cover. So this was just bad play. I realized also that no one on this team has the Corn Ring, which is something that I should rectify. Maybe put it on Peony or something. But there just isn't enough spaces for me to try to escape here. It would take 2 actions to take out Valley, and then even if I took out Valley, I'd be left with Ryoma. So I kind of just gave up here. It was just mistake after mistake. GG's to my opponent in this one as well. All right, here we go. This one is the last loss that I took for the day of this particular recording. Yeah, you would think that I would have given up, but I was not going to give up on this particular day. So it would have been a prime opportunity for me to lose all 8 ladders, but thankfully the bad streak ended before that happened. So yeah, this one was a shocker, man. This one was, you look at the units and you think easy win. No problems here. No real threat range aside from Erica, Emblem Erica, and what's her name in the back here? Camilla, who, again, you see this Protect Camilla setup here, where Camilla is kind of hidden behind a couple of units, which makes her a little bit more difficult to get to. You do want to protect your nukes. You'd probably do something similar. Plus 10 Jimbro here with all the stuff. You'd probably do something similar with your ranged nukes in the past. Actually, not even that. In the past, you put your ranged nukes in the front so that they could cover more ground because you had near save and far save. But because Embla is a thing now, Feud is a thing, Elm is a thing, you kind of don't do that anymore because having your nukes in the front means that they're susceptible to being sniped early. So now the meta is try to hide them away, or if they're bulky, you can put them in the front maybe so that they can survive, or just cover the terrain with ice or something so that it makes it more difficult for you to get to them. So definitely we're more leaning towards the meta of protecting your nukes so that they can survive until those later turns, which makes your bulky units way more valuable. Also, don't be mad that your bulky units are getting blown up. They are supposed to get blown up. If your bulky unit is not getting blown up, then the game is unbalanced, and that's not a good thing. Your bulky units are supposed to lose at some point. They're supposed to be a matchup that they lose. It's not supposed to be a thing where you can just survive everything. The last unit that we had that was kind of like that was Black Knight, and even then there were units that were able to take him out. So you definitely need balance in the game.
Are there bandits here?
I do now see a lot of people swapping in blue save units, near or far saves, near saves primarily, to counteract how powerful Boulder is. And a couple of other red threats. I mean, Fur is one of them. There's a couple, but you get to cover, you know, a good amount of bases by having someone blue in there. But then Camilla comes back on board when you do that, because a lot of blue units kind of just crumble to her because of her damage output. But then again, Alfred is really good. Alfred is really good, and depending on your setup, you could probably survive a hit from Camilla. So I like the variety in the meta. I like that there's different things that you can do, different save units that you can run, even save units that aren't premium. Like you can go get Grima, for instance, the Grima that's in the regular pool, that's blue. You can run that Grima and, you know, put some skills on them. Grima will perform really well with merges, of course. So there's a lot of things that you can do to, you know, increase the overall bulk of your team, but you're still going to lose. The only reason that you can probably get away with a win is if the opponent doesn't bring the right team composition or they mess up, which is what you're seeing here from me. Again, I'm going to mess up in a bit. So yeah, the skilled players will always know how to win. There's just nothing that you can do about it. Don't be upset by that. It's just a part of the game. You just gotta make it as difficult as you can for your opponents to win. That's really what it all boils down to. Just make it as difficult as possible for your opponents to get the win. And, you know, hope that they make some sort of mistake at some point, because there's just so the biggest challenge to your opponent is your opponent themselves. There are just too many things in the game for everyone to keep track of all the time, and at some point someone is going to make a mistake and it's going to cost them. And you tend to see a lot of it, especially with the Ather, which is why I love running him on defense, but currently don't have the space for him to be there. Don't know how that's going to work, especially when I don't know if I'll go back to him being some type of save unit, because he doesn't really need to be there as a save unit, even though he can do a job, but it takes a little bit of finagling, a bit of, you know, shenanigans to get him to work properly. But I don't know, I do like him there. Currently I'm enjoying Medius in special slot, but that will also wear out at some point. He's getting a lot of sneaky kills, which is pretty cool. Because Medius Medius never killed anything for me, so this is the most use I've gotten out of Medius since his inception. So it's pretty cool to see him do stuff. Prior to this, he was just a Cancer control bot, where Cancer control was such a big thing. You'd have it on all of your mythics, not Medius, just so that you could have someone who's to stop the opponent from hitting and running your team. But he's actually getting kills, and I am impressed. I am very impressed that Medius is getting kills. So long live the king in that regards. But probably that will come to an end soon. Once I get someone in there that can give me imbue or some type of healing, because Medius is really kind of there to stop the Bolt Tower stuff. But, you know, once I can get some healing in, he's probably out the door. I don't know. It's just figuring out who to put into that slot that can do that. Probably Valley. New Year's Valley, I think, would be the right choice in that regards. I just, you know, just maybe next light season when Mythic Valley is no longer bonus, I'll do that. But for now, it's Medius.
What you need?
Yeah. So far, so good. You'd be thinking, looking at me play this match, you'd be thinking so far so good. There's opportunities for me to try to, you know, get Boulder out.
I will hide in shadow.
It's really at this stage that I was trying to, you know, figure out how to get the pots. There are 2 pots. I wanted to get both of them because I haven't missed a pot all week. So you know, you don't want to start bad habits. I was like, all right, let's get the pots and get out of there. And I started to think, realized quickly that I could only really get one unless I wanted to have Golveg try to tank a hit from Embla, which I didn't like the idea of that.
We'll see it through.
I'm pretty sure that New Year's Boulder would have killed Embla, and then Embla would have doubled Plumeria, and that could potentially be bad. So not a lot of good options here. So I was really just trying to figure out a way to get both pots and then also close the match in one turn, but I just couldn't figure anything out here. You see the Embla build, it's nothing crazy. Gale Force is probably the most concerning thing because she will hit that Gale Force. She's pretty consistent in terms of special acceleration. So I really wanted to figure out a way to avoid that happening. The best option was probably to try to tank it with Golveg, but I wasn't confident about Golveg being able to survive the hit. Which, enemy phase, Golveg, you really don't want to do that. Player phase, she has a ton of damage reduction when she's initiating, but if she's just there sitting, you kind of don't want to have her just try to tank a hit. So I figured I'd take this spot here, dance a bit, and let Lynn, Mythic Lynn, try to get the other pot there, but failure because style was already used. So that was a no-go. And then the other problem the other problem is the thing that caused me to immediately lose. So I'm looking at the stats here and I'm thinking, all right, Lynn can definitely, you know, try to tank this Embla. I don't see her losing in the enemy phase against Embla. My God, was I wrong? My God, did I not expect that to happen? 87, 99 times 2, losing the speed check. And yeah, Lynn just died to Embla. I'm like, Embla kills nothing these days. There's no way Lynn will lose. Can't you imagine my shock? I was so surprised. And I mean, that's an automatic loss. I did not have to do that. I didn't need the pot.